the end of this video, you should be able to describe well-defined sets, subsets, universal sets, the null set, and cardinality of sets. Okay, let's start off with well-defined sets. Well-defined sets are things that we can group together. Oh yeah, I will make the context of these are all in mathematical terms, so I won't use any concrete examples. So a well-defined set is something that we can group together properly. So rational numbers, that's a well-defined set. And I'm going to put here as an example, even numbers. There we go. So we can just put it as that. And we have represented all even numbers. Next up, you have subsets. Subsets are things that we can get from another set. In this case, let's try to get some numbers from the even numbers. So I'm just going to get here -2, 0, and 2. I think this is enough. There we go. Also, take note that the entirety of the set is itself a subset. So if I'm going to get another subset here, and I'm just going to say even numbers also, then this is possible. Yes, because even numbers is itself a subset. And then I'm going to get also another one here. I'm just going to say it's going to be 0. There. So you can get a subset from a subset. There you go. Next up, you have universal sets. Now this one is tricky because this is question bound. What do I mean by that? It depends on what you're trying to find. So if all your sets are fraction, then our universal set are fractions. In my case, my universal set, the one I'm considering, are all even numbers. So to represent the universal set, you just need to write capital U and then equal sign these even numbers. While we're representing this, let's just go with also representing this with A. Let's just go with B. And I'm just going to put a semicolon here to separate. So then let's go with C. There you go. Now let's look at the null set. Now the null set is a set with nothing in it. Now looking here at 0, we know that 0 is nothing. But that does not mean that this is the null set. No, because 0 represents something. So even though it's nothing, it is something. It represents like the division between the negative and the positive. It represents the place value. It also represents 0 units, nothing. So the true null set is actually, so let's just put this here. Just going to put it properly. Going to be open and then just close it. Another way to represent it is circle and cross. So this is null set. So you can either use this or use this. I'll just use the curly brackets for consistency. And then you have cardinality of sets, which is just a fancy way of saying how many unique items are in that set. So I'm just going to get the A right here. So the way we can represent the cardinality of sets is small n, then put our set here, set A inside parentheses, and we're just going to count all the unique items here. In this case, 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 unique items. So that's the cardinality of A, 3. Now, to summarize, well-defined sets are things that we can group together. Subsets are sets that we can grab from other sets, even the whole set itself. The universal sets are things that we take into consideration. It depends on what type of question. the null set is nothing, and cardinality of sets is how many unique items are in that set. That's it. And